Just to show y'all how bad it is, the oil and whatnot. I mean, look at the bottom of this drain pan. So, let's just do a little wiper-ooski. All that black shit is metal, basically. Maybe some sludge, you know, from whatever. I don't know. But, yep. So I'm gonna, like I said, pull the intake and get ready to start pulling the engine. I finally got me a lifted plate so I can lift the engine out easier. Alright, we'll be back when we're ready to pull it out, and I'll show y'all what we got when the engine's out. Alright, now for the moment of truth. We got one valley pan bolt left to get out. So let's, don't flip over. It's just gonna tell me what I already know, but I want to see a couple lobes. Let's look. Yeah, look at the back one right there. I don't know if you can see those marks on there, but it doesn't look good. Yeah, that doesn't look nice. Need the lifters out of place, but there's a bunch that I can't see. I can only see 8, so there's still a bunch more left to look at, which we won't really be able to do till we pull the engine, I guess. Same with these. Yeah, there's like a scratch in that one. Yeah, you can see a scratch on that lobe. Well, hell's bells. You know, I'm not showing you anything we didn't already know, basically. We need to get everything disconnected and, you know, disconnect the flywheel from the torque converter, pull off all the accessories, drain the coolant, pull the radiator. Okay, we'll be back whenever I get all that out, and then we can pull the engine up and see what happens. See what kind of other bullshit I can get myself into. Alright, let's see what I forgot to disconnect and all that fun shit, you know. I think I got everything, so we will see here shortly. Oh, yep. Forgot to do the transmission mount on the very top, so that's smart. Typical me. Getting ahead of myself. You know, there's 877 things you gotta unhook, so of course you're gonna forget 1 or 2, right? All of them up earlier. What am I doing? There's a 13. I need that. Alright, try this, right? I put a jack under the transmission, in front of the transmission, since it will not be supported any longer. Get these loose, and one more transmission bolt. And I get the bolts that go through the clamshells on the motor mounts to do as well. I should be able to get those out once I get some of the weight off. Alright, I'll try again, see what happens. And we still gotta get the engine stand over here. To use the old engine stand because it's my newer one. One of my buddies has got it. Just see if that bolt's loose now. Probably won't be that easy. Okay, one out. I just ruined the motor mount, it looked like. Maybe it's better for me to crawl under there and tap the back of that one, try to knock it loose. Probably not. Probably won't be able to get to it, but we'll see. Yeah, that's fuel effort. No room for a fucking ratchet or anything in there. This fucking air AC compressor. See if I got a shallow and a wobble and all that fun shit. And I'll try to hit it from the bottom. Just get it out of there however we can, right? Just a little tension on it. This was so much easier without a core support on it. Oh, why did I do this to myself? And this is the side I really wanted to get up higher, so I could get the compressor out, So we're gonna try to recover the freaking refrigerant. Oh, good God. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, this fucking dowel pin. I won't let go. There. Let's see now. So tired of antifreeze. I hate fucking antifreeze. It takes forever to dry. It just fucking, there's so much of it in every vehicle. It's just the worst. Let's spill it all out now. The chain got into the antifreeze, so it's flinging antifreeze all over me. I like that. I put this piece of metal here to protect the AC condenser, so that's nice. It is like raining antifreeze now. Fuck. What a joke. I gotta get a motorized one of these because this is just infuriating and time consuming. I mean, and annoying. I don't know. Let's see where that gets us. Just antifreeze all over the fucking place. Oh, that clears it. Alright, I'm gonna put this on an engine stand and then clean up all this antifreeze all over the floor. Huge mess. Story of my life. Alright, I'm gonna get this on a stand and then we'll pull the oil pan off here in a little bit and see what we figure out. Oh yeah, if you're not doing it twice, you're probably not doing it right. Alright, moment of truth, right? See if we can figure out what's going on inside of this son of a gun. No, well, it's still working. I guess there's that. I'm gonna try to keep this oil in this filter and not spill it everywhere, so I can pour it out on into something magnetic and maybe cut it open and see what's happening. There's a lot of, I don't even know what you'd call it, almost black film. It's like what you see inside of a transmission pan. Oh, it's this damn transmission, I mean, oil cooler line. Y'all see that? Looks like someone's got somebody's Lucky Charms. Very coppery, goldy looking. It could just be the oil. I don't see anything. I don't know. I think I've had enough for one day, and I really don't want to pull the caps off the bearings and all that stuff right now. It's I don't know, pulling an engine out in one day and all that crap is already enough freaking work, and then opening it up and seeing this doesn't help. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Well, that's all she wrote on that one, isn't it? Don't know what my next step will be. We're gonna end this video here and just learn from my stupidity. Double check your torque specs on your camshaft and stuff, because I don't think this was a problem until that bolt backed out on the gear, timing gear of the camshaft. So this is where we are, and this is what we got to deal with for now. So double check your torque specs, and if you're not doing it twice, probably not doing it right.
Or even if you are doing it twice, you may be having to do it 3 times. Who knows? This is the second time I'll have this engine out of this vehicle, so I guess this is twice, and maybe it should be right this time. This is the hand that was dealt. Just gotta play the cards. Alright, so we're back at it. Just gonna pull the heads off, and so we can pull the lifters out and all that stuff, and get ready to pull the cam out. You know, all this fun stuff. I don't know, I've never disassembled one of these, so bear with me if I'm doing something wrong. I'll figure it out. That's a chrome socket on an impact, I know. Yeah. I also like to live dangerously.
I also like to live dangerously.
As you wish, sir.
Yep. Looks like rocker arms. Alright. I guess I need to get those all loose too. I want to get the steam port out real quick. Or the steam port plugs, I guess, really. I got the crossover tube off the front already. Probably, you know, a rhyme or reason to making sure all these things are put back in the same place. But I don't think it's going to really make a shit. I think I'm going to have to get new lifters and valve springs and cam and pretty much everything except for the rocker arm assembly. And at that point, the rocker arms won't give a fuck where they're at. Let's go ahead and bust them all loose. And wondering what the hell I did wrong. Sticky oily suckers in this cardboard box here. Push rods are pretty inexpensive, I believe, so we'll probably be replacing those anyway, so I won't worry about keeping them in order either. If you were reusing the lifters and cam and all that shit, you'd probably want to keep your push rods mated with their respective parts, you know? But I don't think it's going to make a shit for me, so not really too concerned. Decent size, 19s or something, I think. Yeah. I'll break them all loose by hand, and then we'll use them out with the impact. How about that? Well, that wasn't even tight. Of course, I do have a pretty long ratchet on there, so maybe that's... Those aren't torqued real tight. I don't think 22 pounds, but I don't even know. That one wasn't fucking tight at all. Now it's got me curious how it feels with a small one, like a regular ratchet. Not that that was my problem, but what is that? Oh, that one was okay-ish. Most impressive.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Okay. That head's wanting to come off, so don't know about all that. They don't usually are just coming right off, but I guess this one is. It's like, now I'm ready to go. Ready to be done with this. You and me both, bud. That old oil smell. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and reuse that. Multi-layer steel gasket. No, we won't reuse that. We'll buy a gasket kit. I think that'll be the least of our concerns, is that gasket. See what kind of shit we got ourselves into here. Go on, get out of there. Don't see any damage yet. We'll find it though. There we go. Yeah, that definitely took a ride. Yeah, you see the roller tip. It's all chewed up and gouged. Not what we want. Oh yeah. Wipe that freaking lobe off out on that cam. Oh, it looks alright still. Doesn't really matter, we're not reusing it, so. Oop. Where the hell did that spring go? Considering I don't know where the fuck it went. Well, it doesn't matter, we're going to do pretty much a complete disassembly. Well, we are going to do a complete disassembly. That one looks good. Oh, the solar wall's wood. That's not really bad or anything. No obvious scoring or anything. Not too bad. You see a little bit of cross hatching still, so that's kind of cool. Even after these years, I guess. Probably re-ring the bastard and run her. Oh, I don't know about all that. I'm just talking out of my ass.
Yeah, I get that feeling too, man. I'm sorry, man. Look, you know, I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know.
Forget it, don't worry, it's all right. I had a rough day.
It was probably a perfectly fine engine before I did that. Well, I mean, it ran good anyway for a little while until I fix the glitch. We like to let these kind of things work themselves out.
So we just went ahead and fixed the glitch.
Great. So, Milton has been let go.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch. So he won't be receiving a paycheck anymore, so it'll just work itself out naturally.
We always like to avoid confrontation whenever possible. Problem is solved from your end.
Looks good. These ones I can see fucking thing. Yep. That one's fun. Yep, just one. I don't know if you can see down in there. You may be able to see the damage. Maybe not, I don't know. And here's our fender here. How it's supposed to look. How it looks. Oh yeah, just wiped the sides off, right off of it. It must have spun on the bore and just been. Why don't they make them round? You know, why can't they be more round? So they can do that. All right, I'm gonna change the battery out and then we'll see about getting the rest of this coolant out. I need to pull the crank pulley off, the harmonic balancer off, and then we'll flip it over and see about taking a look at some stuff. Maybe we'll pull the cam out next after we get the crankshaft harmonic balancer off. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Let me get a battery. All right, I got the timing cover off and a couple other things, you know, exciting stuff. Well, they're tighter than I expected. But I did just tighten them down and put Loctite on them, so I guess they should be tighter than I expected, huh? Big guns out. This thing, one of my favorite freaking tools I've ever bought. 1/2" drive, stubby, impact. 12 volt. Need one of those. If you don't have one, whether you get a Milwaukee or a DeWalt, get one. Timing set should still be good, so there's that. Brand new fucking timing set. Oh man, I hate when shit gets super slippery and oily. That's one good thing about those impact sockets, you can actually still get a grip on them. Chrome ones don't like being oily. Boy, most of this stuff has literally like not even 100 miles on it. So. Let's see, will that fit in there? Is it too big? Maybe that fits. I have to put cam bearings in it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too fucking much.
Oh yeah. There she blows, matey.
See that? Oh yeah. All the good stuff. God. Oh, if we had time machines, if I could go back in time and be like, don't do this. Don't do it. Take the heads off. Just put a new cam in it. That's all she wrote for that part, huh? Now we get to find out if we put a bunch of shit down in the rest of the engine. Whenever I drained the oil cooler, I didn't see any metal flakes in the line, so maybe we got lucky. Probably not, though. Probably didn't get lucky. I don't know. Probably should just take it to a machine shop and have them clean it and everything. I need to take a moment and mentally prepare myself for looking at the main bearings, rod bearings. They don't want to buy a crank. Really don't want to buy connecting rods. I shouldn't have to buy connecting rods, at least at bearings. Probably okay on that. But the crank is what would be the fun disaster. There's probably a right way to do this. I probably just do the wrong way, so I like to learn the hard way. Probably should take the rods out first. I need to get one of those freaking ultrasonic nut and bolt cleaner things, or whatever the hell they are. Guess what I would do is get a magnet, kind of drag it around, see if I picked up any metal. Just for S's and G's, you know. An 11. Okay. God damn it, you fucker. Ooh, that doesn't look bad. All things considered. I don't know if you can see, but it's really not that bad. Any major scoring, you know, there's a little fine lines, but the crank ought to come out just fine. Just have to measure it. Crank looks good. Oh, that's a plus. Okay. I won't know shit until we look at the mains, though. How the fuck do you get these off? Look, I've never built a small block fucking Chevy or LS, so this is all new to me. Built a small block Ford before and some import motors. I mean, I worked at a machine shop for a little while. Didn't learn shit because I was dumb and didn't pay attention. So, and we will be back. All right, I don't remember the last day I filmed anything. I was going over the camshaft or lifter failure, cam failure. I don't know. It's probably been a week or so since I was, or more. I don't know. Just trying to get my bearings together about what I was gonna do. So we're just gonna do like a refresh. I got the crank polished. Took it to a machinist I used to work for, and he did me a solid. And I paid him, and he polished it. And I got some assembly lube and stuff. Slowly getting some parts in. Just got a shipment. I ordered this last night. Summit just impresses me. Ordered this last night and it came in already today. Got Summit camshaft, which is like a stage 1 cam for a truck. New rings. Didn't get enough valve spring retainer, so whatever. I'll order some more if I have to. New valve seals, whatever. Rod bearings, I don't know. Valve springs, just like LS7 style springs or whatever, LS6, I don't fucking know. Cam's only got like a 500 lift, so it's not super aggressive. But yeah, this is the I don't know, the pay attention to what you're doing, because I could have avoided myself a lot of money and a lot of work if I would have just fucking paid attention to what I was doing when I put the cam gear on. So yeah, I'm gonna just hone the cylinder walls are pretty good, just a little lightly, and you know, couple, barely feel anything in there, you know. That's probably the roughest looking one by far, and it probably will hone out enough that it'll be fine. New rings will be good. But I just got done setting up got a parts washer, proper parts washer, so got done cleaning it and everything. It's ugly, but it works. stole this idea from the machinist dude, or what. A little filtration, suck all the fumes away from you while you're doing this. And it's got just a little air filter like you put on your central heat and air unit. So just threw some scrap, some aluminum, not scrap. I bought those just because it was lightweight and stuff. Anywho, so I'm gonna clean a bunch of parts up, and then you're not gonna watch me do that because I don't even want to do it. So I certainly wouldn't want to watch someone do it. But I just wanted to kind of pop in. I don't know where I ended the last video when I was discussing this. Just figured we would jump in here and talk about what I did wrong. Well, I've already talked about it multiple times, but it's a good learning, very expensive learning experience. So yeah, it's just part of hot rodding or whatever. It's not even, well, it's not a hot rod, but it's part of turning wrenches. But anyway, I'm gonna get that shit cleaned up, and then I'll bring you back in where we hone it. I'll probably do it wrong. I'll probably hear it from everybody that thinks that they know how to do it. If you think I'm doing it wrong, let me know, you know. So yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll get the block cleaned up. I need to knock the freeze plugs out, or not freeze plugs, they're like galley plugs, oil galley plugs, gallery, whatever the fuck people want to call them. So knock those out, and then we'll just clean it with some soapy water and brushes and stuff like that. I'll take it outside, and I got hot water at Serena's garage, so we'll go over there and wash it out there. Anyway, we'll cross those bridges here in a little while. I'm gonna get to cleaning. All right, we'll be back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun shit. I'm on Instagram. We're on Instagram and Facebook. We have a Facebook. I don't know if anybody uses Facebook anymore, but we're on there, so check us out. And you know, if you're learning something, sweet. If you're learning how to not do stuff, even better. Learn from my mistakes. I certainly can't afford them, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next one.